Good afternoon, and welcome to the presentation of Orange Madison Cooperative 2019 Annual Report. My name is Wayne Tatum, and I'm the President of the Board of Directors, and I'm joined today by Justin Dreckman, the Cooperative General Manager, and Justin assumed the Cooperative's top leadership role in June of 2019. The agenda for the presentation will go as follows. The annual meeting alternative report, the agriculture in Virginia and nationwide, the 2019 financial review, and 2019 non-financial review, and also looking forward to 2020 and beyond. At this time, I would like to introduce you all to our General Manager at Orange Madison Co-op, Justin Dreckman.
Thank you, Wayne. I'll take a little bit of this time to discuss the decision-making process behind the changes in this year's annual meeting. The annual meeting was originally scheduled for Thursday, March 26th at the Madison Volunteer Fire Hall. On Friday, March 13th, as a result of the COVID virus pandemic, the decision was made to postpone the annual meeting to June. On Thursday, May 28th, the annual meeting that was scheduled for June 25th was officially canceled. So why was the meeting ultimately canceled? In order to be in accordance with government regulations and CDC recommendations in response to the COVID-19, meetings larger than 50 people were prohibited. The cooperative leadership still believes that the members are entitled to the information that would have been presented at the annual meeting. Our members can get this information through this presentation, communicated through our website and our Facebook page. Members can also request an annual report from the postcard that was mailed out. Based on those received requests, annual reports will be sent out in a couple of weeks. The same things that affected the annual meeting have resulted in changes in this year's board elections as well. In April, the board of directors voted to use mail-in ballots in anticipation of the annual meeting that was scheduled for June could be ultimately canceled. This decision proposed the same benefits to our members as the virtual presentation of the annual report. Use of mail-in ballots allow our members to maintain social distancing standards while still casting their vote for the 2020 board member elections. We worked hard at making sure that this process was carried out efficiently and appropriately. All ballots were received by mail and kept in a locked box. Those ballots remained sealed in that locked location until the mail-in deadline of Monday, June 22nd. On June 23rd, 2 employees from Orange Madison Cooperative's Shared Services Division counted the ballots with the supervision of Unc Sanford, a cooperative member. Those results were relayed to Wayne Tatum and myself.
At this time, I'd like to thank Jim Tucker for serving on the board of directors. With the term limits of Orange Madison Co-op, it is time for him to rotate off the board. But he has been a great asset and coming up with a lot of ideas and comments in our meetings over years. Thank you, Jim, again for serving.
Thank you, Wayne. The presentation for this year's annual report requires some context regarding the type of that agriculture has had in Virginia and throughout the country. The 2019 growing season was met with a reasonable amount of optimism due to the relative increase in corn prices, even though there was a bit of a decrease in the average bushel per acre. There were slight improvements in beef, dairy, and poultry prices. This translated to a better farm income of $88 million in 2019 versus $62 million in 2016, although not quite at the all-time high of $136 million in 2013. This is the financial review for the 2019 fiscal year for Orange Madison Cooperative. As part of the fiduciary responsibility of the board contracts with an external auditing firm to perform an external audit of the Orange Madison Cooperative's financials. An external audit is typically performed by a CPA, a certified public accounting firm, which follows strict guidelines in regard to staying independent and adhering to the rules and regulations of the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. This year, the Board of Directors contracted with Clifton Larson Allen to perform an external audit. Upon request, the financial statements can be made available by mail in its entirety. We'll now move into the financial summary for the fiscal 2019 year. Overall, OMC had a positive 2019 with improvements in many areas. The cooperative saw a decrease of $1.4 million in sales from 2018. This was a result of lower commodity prices and a relatively mild winter. Fortunately, margins remained strong with an increase of approximately $146,000. This resulted in improvement of savings before taxes. As you can see from the graphic displayed on the right, OMC is a diversified cooperative with contributions from all product areas. Energy and agronomy comprise our two largest, with feed and retail finishing out the total. 2019 saw a positive change to our balance sheet. There was a focused effort in a couple of areas, specifically in reducing the carrying cost of inventory and with our accounts receivables. The biggest change was in how we operated our crop financing program versus last year. We developed a partnership with CFA, which allowed us to reduce our overall receivables and offer our customers much greater flexibility with competitive interest rates for crop inputs. We also made a concerted effort to reduce inventories. There are a number of reasons why this is a good idea for the cooperative. First is the carrying cost of inventory is reduced by reducing the overall value of the inventory. The second is that commodities that we carry, feed specifically, have expiration dates. By creating greater turns within our inventories, it allows us to keep product fresher and more up to date. This results in a reduction of $2.2 million in total current assets, resulting in lower liabilities, decreased seasonal borrowing. The total patron equities is down in 2018 and 2019. That will be reviewed later in the profit and loss statement. A profit and loss statement illustrates some of the major changes that have happened within Orange Madison Cooperative. In 2018, the board made a decision to write down the stock equities that OMC had with Southern States Cooperative. The total for this write-down was $633,102. This resulted in a financial loss $396,153 in 2018. This decision was made as a result of a lack of financial performance by Southern States. If you look at the line local net savings, then at the net savings before income taxes, OMC still remained profitable from operations in 2018, but did write down those stock equities, which resulted in the loss. 2019 had a positive net savings of $328,435. These results are positive and will provide a patronage return for our members. Those patronage will be mailed this year as opposed to handed out at our annual farm show. We'll also be retiring stock equity. This is the non-financial review for Orange Madison Cooperative. I want to be able to take this opportunity to talk a little bit about some of the changes that have happened within Orange Madison in the last year. I think it's important for all of our members to understand the direction we are headed and why some of these changes happened. Prior to the start of this 2020 fiscal year, right around June, July of 2019, we made some of these changes within the cooperative. As you can see from the previous structure chart that we provided, the store manager at each location was responsible for every aspect at that location, everything from petroleum to administrative services with the bookkeepers, agronomy, feed, retail, and so on. This required a manager to be jack of all trades and really manage the workflow. There are a few difficulties with this. One in particular is the seasonality of the business. It made it very difficult through spring season to effectively manage the retail store and the agronomy business at the same time. We made the decision in July of 2019 to realign the company to better suit the needs of our customers. The new structure meant specializing employees to fill in each of our product divisions. We broke these product divisions out, with each one being overseen by a division director. This change allows our employees to focus on the customer specific needs. Previously, the location managers were challenged to manage the workflow as the demands of the seasons changed. Oftentimes, the retail stores may be neglected during the spring season as the demands of the agronomy business took over most of the manager's time. In this new structure, the division director for the feed and retail division will manage the daily direction and business of the retail stores and feed warehouses. Each of these stores in Louisa, Madison, and Orange has a store manager that focuses solely on the retail farm supply business and the feed business. This division director will also oversee feed production, sales, and delivery. This allows for greater efficiency and direction for the division. It provides consistency with product, pricing, and supply across all locations. This has also allowed us to hire specific, specialized sales territory managers based off of the various different product areas within feed. We have two, one that specializes in equine and lifestyle feeds, and the second which specializes in beef and dairy. This allows a much more specialized and expert opinion in terms of the background for these individuals. Improved efficiencies and direction also relate to the structural change for our agronomy division. The agronomy division director is responsible for sales and operations for all of OMC agronomy. Like the feed and retail business, this allows for consistency in purchasing, product, and supply at all locations. There are two agronomy location operation managers, one in Madison and one for Orange and Louisa. These folks are responsible for making sure that the commitments that we make are met every day. They're dispatching the applicators, trucks, ordering product, and keeping track of inventory. They control the workflow to ensure our personnel and equipment are where our customers need them to be. We also have two sales territory managers for agronomy, one for Orange and Louisa, one for Madison. Their focus every day is to be out in the field, communicating with customers directly, getting on their farms, getting into their fields, and providing the recommendations that are needed. Energy division. The energy division director is responsible for all aspects of our energy business, including petroleum, propane, refined fuels, and lubricants. This division is broken into three areas: delivery, service, and sales. We have an operation manager who oversees all of our energy-related deliveries for Orange Madison Cooperative. This includes routing every day, getting the product to the customers in the most efficient way possible. We also have a service manager who manages the workflow for tank installations, pump maintenance, burner service, and more. In addition, we have also added a certified energy specialist that is out in the field and working with our customers one-on-one, regardless of what it is they need from an energy perspective, whether it's new tank setups, products, risk management, or fixed price contracts. Lastly, I want to talk about our shared service division, truly probably the division that holds the company together. Shared services is a new term for the cooperative. Shared services includes all of those things that are necessary to conduct day-to-day business, including accounting, marketing, communications, IT, and pretty much everything else that we need to do to support the product divisions. In the past, these individuals reported directly to the location managers. By centralizing these functions, we were able to create greater consistency and increase work production. So why make these changes? The focus of 2019 centered on building the cooperative to be a resource for our members to rely on for their financial success. This structural change, as well as various other changes, were necessary to maximize our members' dollars through improved efficiency and reliability. This really is our biggest opportunity with our customers to be able to promote their personal success. We are dedicated to the success of our members and customers. The financial success of our producers and growers is not only essential for the success of Orange Madison Cooperative, but it is our primary responsibility. Your cooperative's leadership team and board of directors has been working diligently over the last 12 months to ensure that we fulfill that promise. Without the financial success of our members, Orange Madison does not exist, and quite candidly, isn't necessary. In the outlook for 2020 and beyond, we see a lot of things that give us pause. It's already been a year that's posed some very, very big trials. As 2020 is unfolding, it offers Orange Madison Cooperative and our members a whole new series of challenges. Your cooperative leadership team and board of directors is steadfast in taking the necessary action to ensure Orange Madison Cooperative and its members are fiscally viable long term. This has become more and more relevant as the changes continue to happen around us to make sure that we respond fittingly. With every challenge comes opportunity, and every opportunity becomes a chance to prosper. There are a number of things we need to do to make sure we're doing the things that maintain viability long term for ourselves as a cooperative, for our customers, and for our members. The first of those things is investing in equipment to improve efficiency and reliability. It's not enough to just show up. We need to make sure we get there on time and do the job properly. This means investing in machines that are more accurate, machines that get us there faster and carry more product, machines that move our customers through our facilities faster and allow us to provide a level of service that they need in order to maintain their own profitability. Second, it means investing in people with an expertise to drive profitable and a customer-centered approach. This means specialized salespeople with an expertise in a specific field. A common term we use is a jack of all trades and a master of none. Our intent is not to have people who just know a little bit about a little bit of everything. They may know a little bit of everything, but they're going to have a very specific field that they're going to be an expert in. Our customers must be able to rely on us to provide them with the very best recommendations for their business. The third thing is building business partnerships that provide a maximum value to our members. While our customers should expect more from us, we should expect more from our vendors. We must be properly aligned with business partners that help our business grow, improve profitability, and aid in meeting the needs of our customers. Some examples of recent partnerships including our audit partner with Clifton Allen Larson, the Cooperative Finance Association as our producer finance partner, and Orgill as our retail partner. Aligning with the right partners and developing a high-functioning staff are paramount to creating programs that are relevant and necessary to our members. Our agronomy team and our partnership with CFA was instrumental to developing our crop input financing program. Thank you for taking the time to review the state of your cooperative with me. This time I'll turn it back to Wayne for the results of the board elections.
At this time, I would like to present the 2020 board election results. Out of 1,921 ballots mailed out, 345 were received by the mail-in deadline of Monday, June the 22nd. For our District 1 candidates, we had Mike Coates and David Falk. Your newly elected board member for District 1 will be Mike Coates. For our District 2 candidates, we had Charles Wolfrey, Michael Knight, and Philip Goodwin. Your newly elected board member for District 2 will be Michael Knight. For our District 3 candidates, we had Steve Hopkins and David Fisher. Steve Hopkins will remain on the board. At this time, I would like to thank all of the candidates that ran for the board. And also, I'd like to thank all the employees at Orange Madison Co-op for the hard work. And also thank you to all the patrons that support Orange Madison Co-op.